Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. And today on this Sunday, I just wanted to talk about, I don't know, life. I mean, what else do I talk about? But life is just happening, and we really have no control over what is happening at all, at least as our individual selves. Everything in life is just happening: life, death, all the same thing. Nothing could happen to them. But that is just an illusion, the illusion of control. And we spend so much time trying to avoid our feelings about what's really natural. Because I guess, like, if we stop looking at ourselves as human beings, because what even does it mean to be human? Because the way I see humans as, well, besides having consciousness, would be us in the form of animal bodies. Like, we have our instincts and we have our emotions and the way we think, and all of that would be the same for other animals. You know, we all form part of the class of mammals, and it's like we're just animals with consciousness. Like, why were we given this burden of being aware of oneself? You know, and I always think about, like, does a dog know that it's a dog? Does it know the label of being a dog? Does any other animal, a pig or a cow, look into the mirror and be like, that's me? Do they know that that's oneself? Can they remember that that's who they are? Do they know that they are what they are? Well, what we classify them as when we say the word cow or when we say the word pig, and then that image pops up. And when we call ourselves human, when we say human, does everything that we entail about what it means to be human, the human experience, is it all incorporated into that word of human? Just looking at that, looking at the word, and looking at what we call ourselves, and then what we think of ourselves as being human or just being alive, and also being conscious of the fact that we are alive, being able to look at ourselves from an outside point of view, because that's all that we can actually really, when we see ourselves, at least when we see this physical being of ourselves. Because the only time we ever do see ourselves is through mirrors or on a camera mirror. Just seeing ourselves, and the only time you can actually, like, be aware of yourself is when you see through your eyes, these eyelids of mine, and I can see my body, and I can see everything around me, and I can never turn my eyes inward and be like, oh my gosh, this is me. Sometimes you just want to step out of your body and look at yourself and be like, yeah, gotta change that. But there's never that moment of where you can actually do that, because this is just where you are. Your eyes are here in your body. So many times we are always just looking outside of ourselves. Not even just your eyes, but your attention doesn't go inward. And when we are inside of ourselves, we are here in our brain, in our heads. And that's where we stay. That's where we stay. But we never truly take note of what else is there, and looking at your entire body, feeling your entire body, putting your attention onto your body, and actually being present for just this moment. Being here, telling yourself what is here right now, with all of the emotions and all of the thoughts that clouds your brain. Just taking a moment and looking at not what you know, but what's here right now. there's so much power in just the now, because there's nothing you need to know, the future, the past, but being here now and realize that life is just happening, everything's just happening. And one thing about delving into psychology, philosophy, religion, delving into all of those things, with all of the information that you learn and everything, and just stopping all of that and just coming to this now and realize that there's so much power in not knowing. So much power in not knowing. As much as we want to know, because, well, our animal bodies wants to know, wants to feel safe. Because the more we know, the more we'll feel safe. If I know this, then I feel better, I feel safer. But is that even true if we kind of need constant reassurance that we are going to be okay? But as you see in the animal kingdom, they are just living this no morality, this hunting, and once we became conscious of ourselves, our intentions change. Do you think a lion has the intention of killing another animal for fun, for pleasure? It's just doing what it needs to survive. Once we realize that we are the problem, once we realize our intentions really is one of the things that really blocks us from a lot of things, because there's a want, a desire. And I've always been kind of resentful about, I guess, being conscious, being a human being, because why am I forced to be filled with all of these emotions and desires and all of these things that I don't think I even want, but I have to make peace with it. I have to make peace with being a human being. I have to make peace with being a human being and be okay with all of this and still live my life. Whereas this is not something that I asked for, at least the conscious being of mine. Because once I delve deeper and realize that this is what I wanted, this is why I'm here, to experience it all, and that's when I can really just be in the present moment and be like, oh, this is why, this is now, and this is all there is. From the next moment to the next moment, I don't even believe there's any moments, it's just now, it's just here. The next time you maybe want to just experience the now, just ask yourself, where are you? And maybe your response is, I'm here, I'm now. I guess being okay with that, because for a long time I've always been someone who is looking to the future, working towards the future. There's so much that I want, but I am all of it. So how could I want something that I already am? Because it's all here right now. And then maybe also this is probably a longer video, delving into the human mind and all of its complexities is a lot, and we can't just push it aside and be like, yeah, we don't care about that, when in fact that all of that does matter, all of it matters, but at the same time none of it matters, because in the long run this is all gone, this is not going to be here, you are not going to be here. Yeah, the reality is we are all going to die. Everybody, me, everybody around me. That's just the truth. It's a fact. A fact. The truth. The ultimate truth, which is life and death. Yes, that will just be the truth, which is all one. That it's all just happening, and the more we avoid it, the more suffering we cause for ourselves. But yeah, that's all I actually wanted to say. Thank you so much for, if you actually watch this video, please like and subscribe, comment, and enjoy your Sunday. Thank you.